Hello and welcome to my channel where we make structural engineering design simple and easy. My name is Olodukonyedi and I'm your host. I want to say big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and those who are yet to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. So today we'll be talking about some settings in dealing with Pi foundation. So when you are dealing with Pi foundation and you are not currently getting what you want, you have to do some settings so that you can be able to tweak your results. So here we are, we'll go. So normally, like what we've shown in our previous videos, these are the loads from the column, and from this is our service load and this is our ultimate load. Or based on our soil test reports, the one that we have before, we are using a 600 millimeter pi, and this is the load 354. So if we are using 354 and our assumption is the pi cap on this, we add 10%, will be like a 10% addition to the load. So we'll do it. If we do that, and we'll estimate the average number of pies. So we are adding 10% to our service load. So if we look that, it will give us 887. So if we divide 887 by 354, we are looking at almost 3 pies to do it. 3 pies. Then if we do the ultimate, we have 354 times 1.4, which is 495 of our ultimate load. And if we use it to divide this is the ultimate load of the capacity of the pi. If we divide it by this 1144 divided by 495, we are still looking at 2.3, averagely 3 pies. But at times, if we've done that and we are not getting what we want, or there's a bit of variation, so where we start from here we'll go to settings. And in Prota 2018, the settings is within this area. You can see it in analysis, and where you see this design area, that's where you see settings. But in 2021 you can't find it there. Where you find it is here. Settings on this topmost area with this wheel-like structure. Once you click it, it will bring out all the settings, and you can now go to foundation. So if you click on foundation, you see general, and if you look at your allowable soil stress ultimate strength factor is 1.4. so they factor all the loads coming to it with this to get the ultimate. So this is it. This is where you do your soil capacity and all whatnot. So we are here, the pi cap. So at our pi cap, the pi size, we put the penetration, we put our ultimate. Already we know what we checked before was 35 times 1.4, which will make this one to become the ultimate load for here. So that's how we got here, and every other thing. So number of pi, minimum 1, maximum 100. So every other thing is okay. So if you're okay with it, you say okay. So if you come here, right click, come to pi cap and allow it to run. So if you allow it to run, and we're having 5 5 pies, 5, which we from our calculation is supposed to be 3, then meaning there is a challenge, or there's a moment being caused here. So in order to do that, we can either come here. Once we come here, you see the number of pi, the depth of pi, but our formula for pi, for this pi cap, our empirical formula says 2 times the diameter. If it's less than 600, if the pi, like what we've opened, if we are using anything 300 or 450 pi, the minimum depth of pi cap will be 2 times the pi diameter. But if it's greater than 600, it becomes 2 times the pi diameter plus 100 or 200 depending. So here we'll make here 1. If we are using 600, we say 1/4. Let's do 1/4. If we do 1/4 here, and we change, let's say we want it to be 3 pies, it will be giving us some issues. And how do we handle that? We can either come to, if we come to load, this is your ultimate load, these are your share, then these are the moment. We're having 29 kilonewton meter, so our total load becomes 1354. So this moment is creating a lot of load to the structure. So either we look for a way on how to increase the size of the beam, of the column, or the orientation, or just do something to reduce this. That's why we are having multiples more than what we've suggested. If there's a way we can bring this to 0, if there's an eccentricity, we should look for that. But currently we can do, if we see this, all these are okay. So what we can do is to keep changing. We keep changing until we get it right. So that's what we'll do. So those are 2 ways we can solve this problem. If we solve it with making it 3, we are still having the shear moment. We increase, we are still having shear moment. So what we'll do in this video is just to show you the different options that we have. This where you check your options include column dimension and the rest and all whatnot. So this is what we'll do. So you check all of them and see what comes out until all these areas have turned green. So if they've all turned green, you keep changing. You keep the challenge now, because this shear, the problem is the shear. So we either increase this to make sure this disappears. So you play with it until you get it right. So you keep changing until you get it right. So once you've gotten it right, you can say okay, and it will give you your area. So that is how we were able to solve this. We are able to solve it. So we'll continue, and that is it. If you have any question on it, please feel free to let me know. Until I come again next time, remain blessed. And if you are here to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.